Hello everyone, welcome to this video. This video really accompanies a session I did for Teams Day Online, and in this video I want to take a closer look at the components I described during that session. The session was on Teams governance, including things like data loss prevention, information barriers, but also setting a secure or governance baseline for using Teams. So let's take a look at the components I described in this session. In the first part of this video series, I talked about one part of governance for Teams, which is the creation part of Teams. At the end of the life cycle, we probably need to look at expiration of Teams. What kind of options do we have, and what kind of decisions do we have to make for our governance plan? So there's two things for us to consider. First of all is the expiration of groups. Again, this is a Azure AD premium function, but especially in the self-service model for Teams, it is a really big lifesaver. So let's take a look. You can find the option over here in my Azure AD in groups, and here I have the expiration setting. So for the expiration, I can set a specific lifetime, and after this lifetime, as you see over here, the system will start emailing 30 days, 15 days, 1 day prior to group expiration. So they will receive an email at least 3 times. In that email, they simply have to click a button to say, yes, this team is still active. If they don't, then the team will be soft deleted and will be held in a recycle bin, and after a grace period, it will be deleted. If there's any policies attached to, for example, data retention or anything else, then the data will be retained, of course. That will override the expiration. If not, the team will be deleted. So how does it work? Well, it's very simple. I just can say, well, let's say I wanted to have a year lifetime. I can have an email contact for groups without owners, because it might be the case that an owner isn't available anymore. He or she left the company, for example, and I can select the specific groups I want to add to this policy. For example, I'll just have this one selected. I'll select this one, and I'll just save the policy, and now my group policy is active for this group. There isn't any more options to really filter those groups. That's a pity. I'm sure it's going to be available sometime. Okay, this is the expiration. There's also the option to archive teams, and when you archive team, then the team will be put into a kind of stasis for a specific period. And let's get a look at that. For this, we will need to go to the Teams dashboard, and in the Teams dashboard we have an option to manage our teams, which is over here. And if I go there, I can have an overview of all my teams, which isn't that much in my environment. I do have several which have been archived already. I've got some with a sensitivity label, as you see. So let's just see how that works. Well, it's very, very easy. I just select the team. If I'll just go here, I'll just select the team. This one is archived, as you this has been archived. You can't make any changes. Okay, cool. Now let's go to one that hasn't been archived yet, this one, for example, and I can say archive. What it basically does, it freezes all the activity. You can still access it. The team site is placed on a read-only role, exactly how you'd expect it, but there are still some caveats. For example, there's no retention period. There's no process to really manage all those archived teams. So you really have to have some additional process to work with that. But these are the two main things to consider when looking at your governance for teams as regarded to Teams expiration. Thank you for your attention for this video. Here are some links which might help you take your first steps for really doing your team's governance, and I hope you will be visiting my site again. Thank you.